Related articles. A transfer window does not go by without Chelsea having a big say on proceedings. A new crop of incomings arrived at Stamford Bridge, supplemented by the usual conveyor belt of departures, reminding many of London City Airport less than 8 miles away from the club. But Enzo Maresca has once again been left with a group of players in his squad that he has been deemed surplus to requirements, with the upper brass sanctioning exits throughout the window. Here, Express Sport looks at the 4 players who failed to secure moves away from Chelsea. Raheem Sterling has not featured in a single Premier League squad, having returned from a disappointing loan at Arsenal last season, and is not in Maresca's plans. However, he was unable to find a willing suitor ready to take on his demands. Sterling is the highest paid player at the club, according to The Athletic, earning over £300,000 a week. He has 2 years left on that deal. The 30-year-old prefers to stay in London but could not finalise a move to Fulham, and he has batted away interest from Saudi Arabia, where their window remains open until September 23. For the latest breaking stories and headlines, sign up to our daily Express transfer newsletter. Axel Disas's future at Chelsea remains uncertain after he failed to secure a move away from the club. He wanted to return to his native Monaco, but Chelsea ran out of international loan spots, with Nicholas Jackson taking the last one as he joined Bayern Munich. The 27-year-old spent the second half of last season on loan with Aston Villa, and he had similar opportunities this month with Bournemouth and West Ham, but neither materialised. Tyreek George thought that he was heading to Fulham as part of a £22 million transfer, where he could compete for regular football under Marco Silva. Talks took place between both clubs on Monday, and the 19-year-old was closing in on a 5-year contract. However, the move collapsed and he was forced to head back to Chelsea. Fulham instead signed Shakhtar winger Kevin in a club record £34.6 million deal, alongside AC Milan's Samuel Chukwueze. Harry Wilson was also kept at the club despite talks with Leeds. For George, though, he will compete with a raft of players for 2 spots in Maresca's team. Alejandro Garnacho, Facundo Buonanotte Estivo and Jamie Giddens were brought in as wide options this summer, alongside João Pedro, Pedro Neto, and Cole Palmer. George will be part of the squad and has already featured this season, but despite interest from Fulham, Bayern Munich, Roma and RB Leipzig over the summer, the teenager did not get the move he desired.